Good Morning PD continues now on Live 95.
Welcome back to Good Morning PD Live 95. Takes Mondays to make Fridays thanks to rivals. A store divided. I think the Gamecocks and Tigers play next weekend, the week after. Is it this weekend or next weekend in baseball?
I think next.
Next weekend, not this weekend, next weekend.
Yeah,
3 game set. They play one in Columbia, one in Clemson, and one in Greenville at Floor Field, if I'm not mistaken. Which, if I were a Gamecock fan, I'd be offended having to play that rubber game in Clemson's backyard, but I'm not a part of that official process. Hey, Catherine Templeton is with us. Catherine is a Republican candidate for governor. She has been on our show before. We have invited her to join us this morning and kind of tell the people of the PD that she is now officially a candidate for governor. Catherine, good morning and welcome to you.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for calling so early this morning. I know today is a very busy and eventful day. I'll kind of get out of the way and let you tell people across the PD region why you think you're the best choice to be governor of South Carolina.
Well, thank you, Ken. I've never done this before. I've never run for governor before, which is wonderful because it's time we had somebody that's been affected by all these laws they make in Columbia to actually be there when they're making those decisions and talk about common sense and business sense. But let me tell you, South Carolina is the most conservative state in the nation. And if we don't have an outsider, a conservative, somebody's not afraid to fight for us, we're going to continue to have prisoners jumping the fence. We're going to continue, it's going to still be politically incorrect to protect our history and our monuments. We're going to still have people, it's easier in South Carolina to sit on the couch and collect welfare than to take one of the 60,000 open jobs. And, of course, idle hands lead to an opioid epidemic, kill more than the Vietnam War. The kids that do want to work, our schools are failing them. We're absolutely failing them because we're dead last in the nation. And then, of course, the roads to get those kids to school are crumbling under our feet. I mean, Ken, it used to be in South Carolina growing up, because my family's been here for 7 or 8 generations. You can afford a John boat and a week at the beach, and now we can't afford groceries and the utility bill. So we got to have somebody go up to Columbia and fight for us who can't be bought. And, I worked for Governor Haley for 4 years, so I know how to skin a cat when I get there. That's really important. There's a lot of conservative outsiders, probably 20,000 of them on this phone, who'd be great governors. But I've actually gotten to go in there and have a front seat to all the corruption up there. And so I know the games they play, and I can't unsee what I saw. But let me tell everybody very quickly, if I still have a minute, about me, because I think we just want somebody we can trust, who's a truth teller, and that will fight. And the most important thing about me is that I'm a mom of 3. When you said it was early this morning, we've already been doing the circus this morning, getting them together. But the one thing that I think is telling is sometimes you're defined by your enemies. And, in the 4 years that I worked serving in the state of South Carolina, the AFL-CIO sued me. The good old boys fired me. The liberals filibustered my appointment, and the media called me a buzzsaw. So when the enemies of a conservative revolution are name calling, we're winning. And that's why I want to go back up there. I've done this before. Politicians say, we'll cut government, I'm going to cut spending, I'm going to serve you. When I was up there, we actually brought over 7,000 jobs for South Carolina families. We went 3 for 3 against the Obama administration. We banned sanctuary cities, and we actually shrunk government by firing 1 in 4 entrenched bureaucrats. Who's ever done that in one agency and then cutting $68 million in another one? So I'm ready to take that buzzsaw back up there.
Catherine, I want to ask you one quick question. I'll let you get out of here. I want to be real respectful of your time because I know you have a very busy day. You said the word twice, outsiderism. I believe that we're in a political reset. There are still forces within the status quo that believe that if they hang on long enough, this revolution, and I'm not calling it Trumpism or outsider. There's a lot of way to describe this, but it's an energy of a group of people who don't want the same politician in there. If somebody is of that ilk, why do you fit that mold?
Well, because I've never run for office before. When I get up there, I'm not taking a paycheck. I have a lot of other things I can be doing that would be a lot easier on my family than running for governor. But again, I can't unsee what I saw, what they do to us up there. And sometimes I don't even think they know it. So wouldn't it be nice to have somebody up there that, went to public school in South Carolina, spent her weeks in, or her summer vacation in a trailer in Surfside, somebody who actually rotated shifts in a weave mill in Jonesville, South Carolina, to go up there and talk some sense into them. I don't have anything to lose, Ken. And my kids are going to come back to South Carolina when they grow up because this state's going to be so amazing, and I'm going to make sure it happens.
Well, Catherine, we wish you well. You have a standing invitation here. Anytime you take us up on that, we'll certainly work you into the schedule. Stay safe today, and good luck.
Thank you very much. Have a great day.
You do the same. Catherine Templeton, Republican candidate for governor. We'll take a break. We'll be back after the break. Good morning, PD Live 95.